get here. I'm kind of exaggerating the point that I walked a lot, but I didn't really walk 1,000 miles. Where there are examples that she said so on several million occasions. She probably didn't say it 1,000,000 times, right? So it's just exaggerating it. Okay, can anybody explain an idiom? Comes with a soundbite, I guess. Kyle?
Never mind, I don't know how to explain that. You say something, but you don't really mean what you said.
Yeah, that's a good way of saying it. It's saying something, but it's completely unrelated. Yeah, and it kind of makes the English language. The English language is one of the hardest to learn, partially because of idioms. Like, say a foreign exchange student comes in and they're getting a ball thrown at their head, and you're like, duck. They're gonna think like a little duck's on the floor or something. You know, they don't understand that just because we say something, it could mean something completely different. Like, have you heard the one looking a gift horse in the mouth or something like that? That's one I've heard. It's just saying appreciate what you have, don't take it for granted. But it's not really about a gift horse. Can anybody think of any others? Like
Pushing my butt.
pushing my buttons,
Driving
driving me up the wall.
Floating to the stains.
Yes, those are awesome examples. And theirs is, she has a bee in her bonnet, which I've never heard of before, so that's a bad example. Okay, so now that you guys have reviewed what these are, here's what we're going to do. For the rest of the period, you're going to work with a partner or by yourself, and one partner is going to work the iPad and search for poems only on these sites that I give you. There's lyrics.com, you can look up any song you want. There's poemhunter.com, you can look up an infinite amount of poems. This second one is kind of more children's poetry, so if you want something that's not as dense as regular poems. Or the first one is poetry as well. So there's 4 websites with plenty of things. What I don't want, and this is stuff where I walk around and see people Googling examples of simile or things like that, that's not what we want. The purpose is for you to see in a poem what finds these examples. And I'm going to leave them on the board so you don't have to remember what they are. And then you're going to have one writer. So, and that writer, I'm going to explain the format in a second. So silently, kind of just look around the room and point to your partner. Don't walk to your partner, point to your partner. Or if you want to work by yourself, that's fine as well.
Our partners don't agree.
Well, if your partners don't agree, you got to work it out real quick. Okay. All right, does everybody have their partners worked out? Raise your hand if you have a partner. Not 2 partners, 1 partner. Raise your hand. Or if you want to work by yourself, if you're fine with working by yourself. Everybody set? Okay. So, and if you're by yourself, you're going to do both of these, but one of you is going to be responsible for writing. So you're going to take out a scrap piece of paper, and you're going to number it however many you find. You guys will want to listen, because this is important. Because I don't want to see anything different than what's on this board. And if you're not listening, you're going to write something else. Okay, so first, you write the line. And by the line, I mean, she's an ox, or something like that. The phrase that you're talking about. So make sure you write that, the figurative language that you're using, that would be metaphor, the song or the poem you find it, and the singer or the poet that uses it. Okay, so you want all 4 of those things for each one. And as a pre-activity, I actually have a song for you to practice doing that.
Game style? Add the buttons
And it has the lyrics on it. So go ahead and use this. And guys, on the top of your papers, just go ahead and write examples of what you see, the line, and just what the figurative language is. And even if you're not the person writing, just write on a scrap piece of paper. You don't have to turn this in. Is everybody ready? They know what they're doing? Can somebody explain what we're doing with this song? Jake, what are we doing? Jake?
There you go.
What are we doing? Be the teacher, what are my directions?
Oh, and the song looks for, the meaning of,
The figurative
yeah,
language.
the figurative language. Write it down.
And then that's it.
And then you gotta write the artist's name.
Well, we'll assume for this that it's going to be Firework by Katy Perry. You don't have to write those two. Just write the example and what it is. But for your hunt, your scavenger hunt, you're going to have to write all four of them. So